Alright, we're live. Still having audio issues with RTX audio, so we'll see how this goes without the noise suppression. Hopefully it's not too annoying in the background, because I do have fans going, I got a printer going. Opa. I need a SD card. Nope. 32, 2 gig, no. So 8 gig, here we go. Hey, Brandon. Oh, I didn't look what's on there real quick. So I'm getting ready to do Klipper on Megatron. I'm sorry, not Megatron, on Optimus Prime. So what we're going to do tonight. Cool. Oh, I need to reinstall Windows 32. Should probably do that. Did I install it already? Nope. Alright, let's install this real quick, and then we can install the new download. There we go. Didn't realize that this was not going yet. Mike, how you doing? Yeah, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. Desktop shortcut. Yep. Okay. Don't want to read the README. Okay, so still 1.9. Okay, so I need to go and find where I put the image. Since I reformatted the computer, I had to move things off to the server. Never mind. I gotta find where that is now. So I think it's under 3D printing, Klipper. Yep, there it is. Sweet. Still have the image. Hey Aaron, how you doing? Taking a break from the bathroom renovation? Oh, because I got a guy here right now. He is fixing the, we got a leak in the roof. So I got somebody here fixing that right now. That's no fun. But we got a cracked pipe. Viking, how you doing? Ryan, what's up? Alright, so now I can copy this location, paste here. Oh, really? WindorsStat won't let me go to a network drive? Ugh. Okay. Hang on, I gotta copy this 4 gig image to my desktop real quick. Let me take a minute. But geez, 4.3 gigs, the size of the FluidPy image. It's big. Well, it's not as bad as it was last time. The leak is minimal, but we didn't want to wait, so we made a call. And because last time our bathroom turned into a monsoon, that was no fun. But now we want to make sure that we get somebody straight away to fix it. All right, so desktop, there it is. Right, yep. All right, and now we have to wait a few minutes while that does that. I'm going to try, while this is happening, I'm going to try to re-enable RTX audio real quick and see what happens. No, it's still all like electronically looking. I'm just looking at my levels and it just goes up just a little bit. Doesn't really do much. So I don't know. I had better luck with an RTX audio with a non-RTX card before, and now they have an RTX card in there. It's not. It's worse. Oh man. Well, I guess while we wait, we're going to do Klipper screen on Monday night for this machine. But what I did want to do is I did print out the new, did that turn on? Yeah. I do have the new screen holder here. So I kind of want to make sure that it fits properly before we end up doing that stream. This is going to sit in about here. Ooh, like a glove. I think all those holes match up, so we can go ahead and secure this in then. This thing comes with all kinds of stuff. Comes with brass standoffs. It comes with plastic standoffs. I'm quite surprised at what this one. This comes with a fan, a 3D printed case. So not too bad if you need this for an actual like Raspberry. Well, I guess this is an actual project, I guess. One thing they do is they do cover all of the screw holes with like Captain tape. And I didn't realize the last time I worked on the screen, because I was like trying to get these screws to go through, and it's tough stuff. Just gotta get these 4 corners off. And I think it usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes to write the image to the SD card. It's, I mean, by no means a fast process. That fits in there nicely. And now, to see if I actually made my holes line up properly this time. Thinking, maybe not. Oh, these things are small. I just think my holes are not big enough this time. Let's do without the case, or without the screen. I don't want to damage it. I still think I made the holes big enough. So we're going to drill those out a little bit. Oh, you got that chain finish. Nice. I thought I made these holes 5mm. I think I should have made them a little bit bigger than 5mm. I'm going to mute the mic because without RTX audio, it doesn't filter out any of this. right there. Okay, now we can see if these fit better now. Which they do. You talking to me? Ugh. Let me get a bug. Give me 1 second. There we go. Hey Dan, how you doing? Oh Dan, you got a laser. That sounds fun. I actually was debating on doing that today. I might do it tomorrow. I am trying to learn how to make designs because I've always wanted to, and I want to see what I can do with my little one. It's just an engraver, but I want to see, like, I haven't really put like real time into designing something or like finding designs for it as much. So I really want to give it a go. More so than I have before. This one here needs to do a little bit more here. I just find that, I definitely found that using the laser is a very steep learning curve. Okay, now let's see if we can secure these screws now. One Raz, what's up? Screws are tiny. These are, I don't know what size these ones are. Okay, there's 3. Can I get this 4th one to bite? I think I did. That's it there. So there is screen mounted in. Now I just need to attach the arms in my oh so particular way of doing this. So I wanted to print this thing without supports, the way that I wanted to print it. And to do that, I had to split the body and split the arms off. So, that being said, I don't remember what size. I don't remember what size bolts I was going to use to do it. I thought I made these larger so that I wouldn't have to drill them out. But I think I'm going to have to drill them out. Yeah, I'm going to have to. Let's keep that one aside. We need 3 millimeters. Okay. That fits. That's a good sign. That's too long. So those are 14s. So we can use 12s. I bought some socket cap heads, but they are not here yet. These Phillips ones have too big of a head. I made these stupid holes just for socket cap heads. Would not mind using up silver ones because black oxide hardware is definitely all the rage. They look so nice. But I only have one of those left over. So it's going to be these it is. These black oxide ones, of course, are a larger head. Not by much, but they are. There we go. There's that one. It's interesting, these black oxide hardware has, I guess because of the coating on them, is why they are larger. Come on. There we go. All right, we are at 83% on the build. There, so that's how the side ends up looking once that goes through. So 2 bolts go through here, and they go up into the front plate there. So I made the sides a little bit thicker. These are plenty to hold on. This is just an LCD screen. So it is a slightly heavier LCD screen, but it's still a non-moving part. And this ended up being a pretty good solution, I think, to getting this to print supportless. But now that I know that this design fits, I was waiting to publish this on Prusa printers. So now that I know that both of my screen mounts work for the HDMI screen, that's right here on Ultra Magnus, and then this is the DPI version, which is going on to Optimus. Yes, I'm very allergic to supports. I hate everything I design to be supportless. And I've been doing that for years now. I think a good design is a design that does not require supports. It does not require you adjusting the orientation when you import the model into your slicer. That's just my opinion on how models should be. I wish more people would do that. I wish there was more standard to how people uploaded projects, but there isn't. So, is what it is. Right, successful. Okay, so we can hit OK on here. Clear that. Get out of there. Cancel that. Okay, exit. Now we are going to go into the deal here. The Fluid Pi supplement. Edit open with. Oh, I don't have Notepad++ on here. Let me install that real quick. Yeah, who designed on the wrong axis. I sometimes have done that when I import things, but overall, I try to keep everything so that it design it straight down. Superconductor agrees with me, absolutely. Notepad++ is 4 megs, holy heck. And their download speeds are horrendous. 12K a second from their servers, my goodness. It's definitely not a my internet problem. But I do hope that as 3D printing becomes more and more accessible and whatnot, that more and more people will be designing parts and we can discuss, you know, more standardized deal. I'd put a question out to Tom about, it came up in the Discord, we were talking how if you're going to upload a file that's free to use and you're going to allow people to remix it, why not upload the actual like source of the file? So the, like if you're gonna remix it, give the people the actual like F3D or step file for the actual item that you just built so that people can build with it and remix it easier rather than importing a dirty STL and having to fix up 1,000 or actually tens of thousands of faces just to get it like normalized so that you can actually edit the thing. I know that'll never happen, but it would be really nice for that. I always upload the source that I created, or if I modified it, I always upload either a step file or an F3D file. Yeah, I've used Windows 3D Builder a lot to actually repair STLs. It's way faster than most things, but now that I use Prusa Slicer, I don't really have the need to do that anymore. Ryan, you should mind supports. There's always an optimal way to print something, and you should not have to print with supports, unless it's some type of like crazy organic looking model or something like that. This goes in here. So Gaber's asking, did I switch out the extruder on the ANET A8? If so, which brand did you use? The original one I got doesn't seem to fit. Well, Gabriel, on the ANET A8 Plus, I'm hoping that's what you're referring to. I do not have an ANET A8. On the ANET A8 Plus, I have the bare extruder on there. So let me turn on my other camera here, and I will show you real quick. There we go. So that right there is the, come on. That right there is the hot end that I have on the ANET A8 Plus. That is the bare extruder, which just is straight off of the GitHub. Using an E3D V6 hot end. It's used in Bondtech gears, and a 12 millimeter inductive probe is what I have on there. So if you go to Aaron's cult page for Ultra Magnus, you will find the files for that. You can also just search the bare extruder and you should be able to find it easily enough. Notepad++ is almost done. My goodness, their servers are slow. No worries, Gabriel. I did several videos on assembling the Ultra Magnus, so if you want to go back and check those out, I go through most all of the build as I was building that, so feel free to check that out. This away now. So once this gets down, I can install it, edit the supplicant file for my Wi-Fi, and then we can go ahead and get this working. I kind of wanted to try flexible on Ultra Magnus. I haven't done that yet. I have some flex drying back here in the Sunlu filler dryer that I've started the video for and have not finished yet. But I do need to print some flex. There it is. So Brandon just put a link there. Is that for Ultra Magnus? Yes, there it is. Yep. So you can go and check out that link that Brandon posted for it. Jim's here. I'll be right back. 1 second. All right, thanks. The leak is fixed. That's good. It's actually a very, very small leak squirting out of one of the pipes up there. And it's just trickling down and eventually formed a big enough pool to start leaking through the roof. So that is now fixed. Hot dog. Now let's finish installing Notepad++ here. Install that. Finish. All right, cool. Now I can go ahead and edit the supplicant file with Notepad++ and do the Wi-Fi part. That, and then password. Save it. He's gone? Yeah. A little bit. Okay, so let's get the... Get this open. It's really not that bad. Just a permit to wipe up the floor is fine. It wasn't a lot of water. Okay. So we're going to get the... Oh, do I need to pull this out to get this in? Ugh. I might need to. I didn't really think this through. I'm getting the SD card in there. I made accommodations for like everything else under the sun, except for, I think, inserting the SD card, which goes right here. But I put a sticky thing there. Okay, I'm going to pull that out real quick and get there. Ryan, you're such a weirdo. For those of you who don't know what Ryan's talking about, Brandon's ultramagnets and mine are identical. I think he's just trying to kiss up to Brandon for something. I'm hoping to see Brandon print some more with his now that he's finally getting to organizing his basement. Goes in like that. Okay, now we can screw all these back in, of course. Being a little bit difficult now that I'm on an angle. Let's try another approach. Don't know what to print. There's always something to print, dude. There's always something to fix around the house. There's always something to print with your 3D printer. This is also, I just kind of remember, this is going to be the first power-up of Optimus. So let's hope we don't let out any blue smoke here. So let's get a power cord. Oh, you're kidding me. That's no good. Well, at least the floor is like all cleaned up. Makes it easy to find all the parts I just dropped everywhere. You stay separate. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. You move out of the way. Alright, now let's get a power cord up here. And let's see what happens. So far, so good. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do fluidpi.local. HTTP local. And then we're going to get MOBA Xterm up here. Let's do this and this. And let's get a new session. See if we can connect. It'll take a second for it to connect to the Wi-Fi for the first time. There it is. Yes! Login is Pi. Raspberry. Save that for now. Alright, we are in. So, for anybody that asked, this is MOBA Xterm. This is something that Aaron turned me on to for SSHing into the Fluid clients. Also has a SFTP right here, which is fantastic. And Fluid just loaded. Oh man, look at that. Let's change some things real quick. So, what we're looking at. This is Optimus Prime. And we're going to make Optimus Prime a nice dark blue. We'll add some presets while we're in here. Wait, what? That looks weird. We're going to wait until we update this, I guess. Okay, yeah, so we're going to update Fluid real quick first. And then we'll go back into the SSH client and update that stuff. Update Moonraker. And then we'll go and double check Moonraker, because Moonraker currently is mucking with everyone's Klipper installs. So we'll make sure that those settings are not in here. I'm going to close this for the meantime. That's running right now, that's fine. This is running all right. So far, so good. Finish that. So updating Moonraker has, again, been kind of a problem, as you can see here. So I might need to pull Moonraker again and then update it and then go back, because of how much it's been breaking everything lately. Yeah, see, so updating Moonraker just breaks it. So we're going to go ahead and that's what we want. Where is his... I thought he had it on here. No, okay, we're gonna go make sure it's still broken. Yep, still broken. Okay. So I'm gonna pull this up on Discord then, because I have been over here. Where do you put it? He put it in bugs. Here it is. So cd Klipper config, remove the Moonraker config, wget why is that doing that? Copy. It rebooted. That's cool. Alright, so so it's, there we go. That worked now. Restart Moonraker. And if we refresh here, hopefully we'll get it back up online now. There it goes. So now we can come here and Moonraker is up to date. That is a current issue with Moonraker. I hope they fix that sometime soon, but it is what it is, and we're going to update Klipper while we're at it right now. Get this all the way up to date. We'll do the I'm going to do OS packages later. Those take a really, really long time to install. In fact, there's 48 of them. I could look at least a half an hour of updates for that, so I'm not too worried to kind of work on that right now. Go to here. Let's wait for this. That is finished. Restart this. We're still good. Okay. So we're going to use this as our guide here. So we're going to do our Raspi config first. Matt Z, what's up, man? How you doing? Do a couple things in here. So we're going to do system. We're going to update the host name now. Optimus Prime. And we're going to go ahead and change password now. Okay, password's changed. And then we need to go to where's it at here? Serial port, and then what was this? Go to my GitHub here for Klipper, and then resources. Actually, kind of a serial, and I'm just going to make this change in here first. So this is no, and then yes. Okay. And finally, set my time zone, and then we'll reboot this. Finish, yes, reboot. And we'll wait for that a second to come back up. Doing good, Matt. Doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Got a fresh printer to work on tonight. I will need to print out, though, some cable holders for the DPI cable. Need to do that. All right, so we can go ahead and delete that session. We're going to do a new session, SSH, Optimus Prime.local, pi is our username. Yes, and then MOBA Xterm will save your passwords for your different pies if you have them differently. So we're in Optimus Prime. Hot dog. So now we're going to go ahead and do the, so we did password, time zone, and any of the locale stuff. I already changed my host name. So now we can go ahead and do the, so sudo git update. Oops. What the heck is it again? I am not a Linux person. Oh, apt-get. Yeah. Update. There we go. Hey, Oscar, how you doing? Okay, and now this is what's going to take a second here. The upgrade. This usually takes like 10 minutes. Hoping it won't take that long, but I mean, we'll see what it is. Let's just go to, I don't have one for that. Ah, there we do. Okay, so we can watch that kind of roll there while I do other things around here. And while we're on the Klipper topic, if anybody has any Klipper questions or anything like that, please do ask away. Because I know it is a newer thing that a lot of people are now, a lot more attention is being brought to it now. I also think the reason for that is more people are building Volruns nowadays, which is, you know, good. You know, they're good machines for everything that I hear of them. I've obviously not built one yet, but I hear nothing but good things about them, and they are becoming much more accessible, which is also nice to see. I mean, you can get a V0 for $400 full kit. You can get a 2.4 for what the cheaper kit was like $600 or $700. Not bad at all. So there's definitely a lot more going for it. I don't think I printed out these clips, and these were meant for V-slot. And oh, I can. Okay, those will work. So I do have some ribbon cable clips here that I don't know if the DSI cable is going to fit in or not. If not, I'll need to find a different cable to use. We're going to have to use this one here. I really hope this is long enough, to be honest. Yeah, it'll just fit in there. We can worry about that a little bit here. Yeah, Ryan, but printing your own, I mean, okay, printing your own parts, but I don't, so when I was, someone hit me up on my Facebook page, was asking me about the FISEC kits, you know, and I was like, well, I mean, I can only speak to FISEC parts, which I've bought lots of nowadays, and the FISEC Mini, because I obviously bought that one. And I looked on Ally, because he was like, is there any place else you would recommend? I was like, well, no, because I've never used any place else. But I got to digging, and I could not find a single Prusa Mini, Mark III, Mark 3S clone, or Mark III Bear, or Volron kit, or BLV. I just started looking for like some of the bigger names. Not a single one of those kits come with 3D printed parts. Now, for some of them, you can buy a 3D printed set separately. So definitely for the Bear, definitely for the Mark 3S. I did not see any for the Mini. There's a billion different things on there, so I might have just missed it. Nothing for a BLV. Volron, I saw metal kits. I saw metal kit for the BLV. I don't think I saw any printed kits for a Volron, though, when I was looking on there. Again, there might be. I just might not have seen it. But definitely interesting that no one is really doing that. But they'll send you the hardware without a problem. And, you know, on top of that, you know, $400 for the V0, you're talking a spool, you know, even for the 2.4, you know, not many printers are using that much filament to print to get them functional. You know, the Mark 3S, I believe, is 200 grams at their recommended recommended settings if you need to reprint parts for that. Got this new part coming off over here. That's almost done. That was printed wrong. This is printed for you. I thought I had another carriage somewhere printed already, but I don't know where it went. And I'm going to blame the wife for that one, because she moved my office. I had another X carriage printed somewhere. I don't know where it went. I might have thrown it away, but I thought I kept it as a spare. I don't know anymore, though. I'm going to try RTX audio again, because I hate the background. Where's it at? Nope, still being funky about it. I'm going to have to do some research on there. There's a guy on OZ who's doing the printed for money Voron printers. Yeah, I mean, you can go onto the Voron Discord, and there's the printed forward section, which I think you have to be serialized, and they have to like confirm your print quality before you're even eligible to be like a certified print it forward person. And obviously you can go that route. But I'm just saying, as like if somebody off the street was looking at a Volron kit on Ally to see something that's a full kit, or even a Prusa that's a full kit. So I would love to be able to do some type of print it forward on my Discord. I think that would be pretty slick. That if somebody needed it and they were willing to pay for, you know, the material cost and the shipping, I think having a print it forward group would be pretty slick for people to have. And they could be any printer, you know, but it just, you know, just kind of a more of a community-driven thing, smaller, so that it's not like this gigantic ordeal. It's just whoever's in the Discord that needs some printed parts for a new printer they want to build could do that. Well, print it forward also, I mean, there are, right now, Volron is the thing to build and print right now. It is the hottest thing out there. So, yes, Brandon, for us, everyone could just go to Jim. Jim will just print things for everybody. Whatever material you want, SLS even, he's getting into, like, he could just do everything for us. But, you know, but it would be cool that, like, you know, I wish I could. I could for people. But, I mean, you'd wait a couple weeks for the parts to come to you because my mail takes forever. But, I mean, I have the ability to print any material pretty much. I just want to get the, I want to be able to do ABS better, and I want to be able to do polycarbonate better. And I think with the rebuild on the FT5 this fall will give me the ability to print both of those better. I hope. This is still chugging away. Like I said, normally this takes, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes at least. Now I am using a newer image than what I was using the last time I did this on a live stream. Oh, Ryan, he's never too busy for us. But that man, he does printing on demand as a, I think it's a side gig, right? That's not his like regular job, is it? Well, the other thing with print it forward, yes, there's a waiting list, but on the other hand, people are waiting a long time just for their hardware to come in. Because I know Kennedy had to do a group buy in order to get a bunch of things cheaper and at a better price on Ally to ship it in. Jim, we were just talking about having a print it forward section on my Discord. So if somebody wanted to build a DIY printer that they could just kind of put a request in there, and then someone could pick up the request and say it's going to cost this much for material and shipping to you is X amount, and then agree on it and go. You know, just do it over like a PayPal invoice. I think that would be kind of cool to do. But we would need people who have the printers and willing to do stuff like that. I'm going to charge my phone. I'm thinking about it sitting here. Oh, Nero just went live, didn't he? Or he's about to. Yeah, again, as I'm saying that Volrons are the hot thing right now. Go to Nero's stream right now. Keep mine open. But go to Nero's stream. It's going to be like 300 people in there. Because he right now is the Volron guy who's doing all the videos about it. do do do. But we would need to also, again, if we were to do something like that, we would definitely need to do a vetting process, because anyone can be like, I've got a printer, yay, and then like it be total junk that came off of it. Definitely something to think about, though, because what we could do is we could do a vetting process. You know, someone posts on there, and I can be like, "Yep, those are good parts." You know, kind of show off your dimensional accuracy and your print quality, and if it meets dimensional accuracy and looks good, then you could be certified as a print it forward person, and then you could have your own side gig, basically, and people can make a little bit of money. Again, charging cost plus shipping is just like being neighborly, we'll call it. But if you're like, yeah, but I do it and it costs this much on top for me to do it. If people want to pay it, they'll pay it. If they don't, they don't, you know. Oh, while I'm hanging out though, I need to get out. This is almost done. Yeah, I'm gonna queue up the new part for the BLV while I'm hanging out here. I need to print the new front plate for it. I put Ryan's BL Touch on there, but I have not reattached it because I need to lower it down a little bit. I was lowering it down with some larger nuts as spacers. All right, designs, and then we're going to the BLV. Here's the new X carriage. Oh, that would be something, Jim. I mean, because we could control all that with roles on the Discord, so. So let's save as STL. Just on the desktop for now. And then go to here. Delete that. Pull this in. Put on the face there. So this is how this prints. No supports or anything. But I do have also the new attachment point right here. That is for the accelerometer, which, oh man, my wife moved that, didn't she? I gotta find where that went. But yeah, other than that, this should be pretty good to go. We're gonna do quality on this. Slice it up. And yeah, 5.5 hours. Easy enough. Hey, it's finished. Good deal. So now I think we just need to reboot it, right? Yep, we're going to reboot this. Well, you said me, Ryan, so I am very appreciative of that. Well, Mike, in the U.S., you can buy, I mean, hundreds of brands. Brand is not really a problem. But I think that also would be kind of to the person printing, you know, I want ABS, I want this, I want PETG, these colors, you know. Let's restart, see if we're back up yet. All right, we're back up. Sweet. And if we go here, refresh here. Oh, that's not it. So we need to do prime.local. There it is. So now we need to run through this right here so that we can connect the Raspberry Pi via the Gpio ports to the SKR. So I'm going to do that now. And again, all of this is, I took this from Nero's guide. Here's his YouTube channel, so we're going to watch him walk through it. And then I just got his steps and put them in here. So it's a quick and easy thing. I was watching his video the first few times I did it. Now that I've done it, I can kind of just go through and do it here. So that. And I'm going to move to the end. Okay, Control X, yes, enter, okay, and then sudo nano line.text, delete all of this. Oh, no, we don't need to do that. That doesn't need to happen there. So now we can do make menu config. Okay, so we need to do that. This is an LPC, and this is a 768 because this is an SKR 1.3. And then node that. We're not using USB. Keep that there. Don't need to worry about setting that. Now you can do escape. We want to say yes, save it, and then we can do make. And I need to get another SD card. Which I think I can just use this little. I got a little 2 gig one here that should be enough for on the SKR. That is empty. Hot dog. So what I'm going to do here is once this is finishing, I'll go into Klipper and then go to out, and then we're going to take this klipper.bin and I'm just going to drag and drop it to the new folder here, and then we're going to rename this to firmware.bin, and then I'm going to put this into the SKR. Like that. And then we're just going to reboot the whole thing. So we're going to shut everything down. Wait for it. And back on. Oh, Mike, yeah, I was going to say, yes, people do have brand attachment. I do know that, like, there's people who will only print, like, atomic filament. Now, granted, now that I'm using atomic carbon fiber PETG, I don't think I'll buy any other carbon fiber PETG except from Atomic. I would like to try out some of their other, like, just general PETGs and kind of see how that works. I would be interested to give it a shot. I'm going to pull up Teletron here, and we're going to grab Megatron's config. So we're going to download that, keep it, and then we'll go to here. I'm going to upload a file, printer.config, edit this. Now this should work straight away, but I do know I want to change SKR 1.3 pinout because I am using the Xmin 1.29 for the filament sensor. 1.29. Save and restart. Let's see if we connect, which none of you saw that. That's in there multiple times. That's why 1.28. That's what it says though. Let's try 1.28. Wait for it to connect. Come on, restart firmware. Still not connecting. Restart Klipper. Come on, connect. I have this is set in here as AMA 0, as it should be. Why aren't just working here? So let's, I'm going to try to just hit the reset on the board, see if that kickstarts it. Alright, I'm going to switch the TX and RX pins between the SKR and the Pi, even though I am 99% sure I was correct in the way I connected these. I very well could be wrong. This a minute to revitalize itself. Thankfully, the Pi 3s are pretty quick to join the network and get everything booted up. The Pi 0s, they can take a hot minute, especially now that I'm running Klipper screen on Ultra Magnus. That can take a good 2 minutes to boot up properly. And regardless, off that first boot, I always have to hit restart firmware. There. Restart firmware. Still not connecting. Let's see here. I missed a step somewhere. That's not there. Why is this not working? FT2 AMA 0. Maybe I need to go back and edit that command line 1. No. CMD line.txt. Was that not it? cmd line.text. Yes. Oh. I'm gonna restart. Still nothing there. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? We're actually connected in solidly. Yep, connections look good. Hey Adam, yeah, I'm pretty sure I tried both ways. I just flipped it around twice. So it's ground TX and then RX, and then on the SKR, it is, the TFT is, yeah. I think I do have it wired wrong. Now I'm looking at it here. I have it upside down. So it's receive, transmit, ground. Let me prove it real quick. Six, 7, 3. 757. Yep. Hey, Baloo, how you doing? Good morning. So, ground is, no, that's right. Ground, transmit, receive. So transmit is red, and the receive is the third pin. So, ground. So if we flip this to here, ground, transmit, receive. Where are we going? Ground, receive, transmit. Ground is brown, that's right. Transmit is the second one on the bottom there, right? Yep, transmit's going to the receive, which is there. Yeah, that's all hooked up right. Let's give it another reboot, see what happens here. 35 centigrade and melting. Oh man. I know that feeling. Mike, yes, I did do the disable the console. I might go in and do it again, but I did that when I did the Raspi config. Unless for some reason it's not updating the firmware. The only thing I can think of is if it didn't grab that, which we can look at that real quick. That doesn't hurt anything. So as long as this says .current, we're okay. Yeah, firmware .current. So the firmware did take on the board. So I'll run through that one more time. So interface options, serial options, and that is going to be a no, and then a yes, which it already was. Finish. Reboot. I'm going to reboot it one more time. Blue, when I was out in the Middle East, we had 2 AC units per room because it was just so ungodly hot. 50 degrees centigrade was hot. Celsius, I should say. Somebody got PO'd because I said that differently. Clippy.log. So, error serial connection closed. I don't know why it's saying that. No, Adam, I did not do, it was hot there, but no, this was 12 years ago. It was a long time ago. Yeah, so this is the, here it is right here, the dev TTY AMA 0. That's what it should be right there. That's what it is. I mean, the SKR is booted up. Again, it took the firmware because it's firmware.current now. I don't know why it's not behaving. Do lsdev, see what's in there. Okay, so TTY AMA 0 right there. I mean, I can switch out the cables that I'm using for the serial connection. That's not a big problem. Yeah, because I'm right here into ground, GPI 14, GPI 15. That's what I'm using on the other printers. Yeah, it's in there. All right. Alright, let me get a new set of jumpers out, which I actually have another set right here that I can use. Let's turn this off. And we're going to make white the ground. So to confirm, okay, so that is ground, transmit, receive. So, and this is ground, transit, receive. So we're going to flip these two over. Adam, I just like to keep you on your toes. That's what it comes down to. Ground, receive, and transmit. Cool, that print finished. Let's boot this up again. So, definitely on the right way there. Again, we're using the TFT headers, which is what I'm using on Megatron. Yeah, Klipper devs definitely make it out on me with everything that I work on. Pull out so that can cool. I get out the multimeter and make sure that it's getting proper voltage and everything. We got 5 volts coming out there. Volts on that one. 4 volts going in there. That's fine. Let's see here. Kind of want to run downstairs and just double check on Megatron real quick. I'm going to do that. Just make sure that that is how I have it hooked up. All right, let's see here. So, yep. Yep, those two are flipped. That is exactly how it is. Wonder if this board has a problem. It doesn't make sense it has a problem because it updated the firmware. I mean, it took it. So Adam, I did all that before I even compiled it the first time. Because this is a fresh build, I just went straight with that configuration. Well, because the RTX audio is not working. Normally it would like filter out that. And I'm an old man with my slippers, so even if I hit the reset button on the firmware or on the board, we're still not getting a connection. Let's wait for this to error out again, and then I'll download the Clippy log again, because right now it's trying to hit it. Yeah, so it's time to connect, wait for identify response, file here, this file here, serial HDL up pi, serial connection closed. Oh, Adam, I just rebooted it. Like, when I redid the things, I rebooted it several times now. Again, we know that's right there. Everything's up to date. It says it is, but actually it isn't, because these OS packages need to be updated. That's what it said before. Aaron, you're not wrong. I mean, I wonder if I need to try and go through and verify that all these settings actually took. So the DT overlay. Yeah, X, save that, yep, and then boot, finally the text, yeah, see, I never had to take this out, the console serial 0, because it was never there to begin with. Normally it's right at the front. So that's not there at all. And then I already did the Raspi config. We can do we can make sure that my menu config is right. So we have it for the LPC 768. I didn't have the bootloader selected. Didn't think I needed that. Maybe I did need that. Yeah, let's do that and then make and try with this one. Maybe it's because I missed that smoothie board thing. This could be it. old. Oh, yeah, so Adam just said I need that selected. So that was my problem right there. Well, we're going to try it out right now. Firmware.bin. Plug it in, plug it in. Shut it down. And turn it back on. I never remember, Ryan. There's like, or Adam, there's so many like settings, things to do. It's just overwhelming, to be quite frank. I never remember. Reload, reload, reload. Come on, there you are. That was it. You're right, Adam. It was that. I did not check the smoothie bootloader deal. That is good to know. So now we can go over here to Teletron and we can add it in. Optimus Prime.local. There he is. So we can close out of that tab. Yep. And then we can go here. Let's edit this real quick. The UI settings. Unload filament. We go load filament. Unload load D2032. Add some presets in here. PTG 235 and 85. Awesome stuff. Oh, Adam, I did that years ago. That looks good on there. So yeah, all right. Now we can go ahead and do PID calibrate. I need to look it up real quick, the commands for that. That's what I need right there. Heater equals heater bed. What we're gonna do first we're gonna do extruder. And then the target of 210. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start the PID calibration of this so that it is done. Bed takes a hot minute to do, but the extruder's pretty quick about it, thankfully. Well, Adam, I did DVDs and Blu-ray, and I just had it here at my desk on the side, and every time I walked to my office, I swapped one out, ripped it. I ripped everything locally to this Workbench computer I have, and then I just renamed everything and then threw it over to the server. Tell you what I'm missing. Oh, that's good to know, Adam. Oh, missing heater. Okay. Interesting. Didn't know that. But yeah, definitely digitizing your physical music and video library takes time. All right, well, now that that is going, get this build plate back onto the Mark 3S, and we get the next print going. Because I want to get the BLV buttoned up. I need to do that finishing video. So this is going to take 5 hours. Make it so. Go over to Discord here. And cool, that's printing then. I still need to, I guess I should have tightened the nozzle up, but we're going to leave it at that for now. I have to tighten it up still, which we can do that soonish. We're going to need this, and we're going to need this. Who just beat me? Was that this guy? No? Something. Oh, this. I forget to turn off my multimeter, and I hear this random little beep, and I'm like, what the heck was that? Oh, Adam, I used Make MKV Pro is what I normally use, and all my Blu-rays are 1-for-1 rips, and I have Plex set up to automatically transcode on it because I have a pretty beefy, I have a E5 1650 V3. It's a pretty beefy server processor. I mean, when I built it, today it's not as beefy, but like it does what it needs to do. And that just, I can just have it transcode on the fly for the best, but since everything I'm running is hardlined, it ends up working pretty well at full resolution. But on some of my Wi-Fi clients, it will automatically downgrade it to whatever it needs to be, and whatever you're using to view it on, the Plex app will transcode it to work with that device optimally. But if you're running a simple NAS without much beef to it, you should get a common file format that works better for whatever it is that you're serving them to. I serve mine to the Fire Stick, the Plex app, 99% of the time, but the kids will use the Plex app on their tablets to be able to watch videos as well. It should be. The other rule guideline with TrueNAS, FreeNAS, is to have 1 gig of RAM per terabyte of storage that you have. So I have 64 gigs of RAM for the, my main server here is 48 terabytes, I believe. I think next year I might go ahead and upgrade the storage on my main server because I'm running, I think I'm running 3 gig drives or 4 gig drives, 4 terabyte drives, and I want to upgrade that. And on my backup server to that one, it's just running a bunch of 2 gig drives and RAID Z3, and that's just a local backup as like an oh crap. And I have that image. Actually, I never reset up my syncing. It used to sync daily. But right now I'm just manually syncing them. Yeah, as long as you have that 16 gigs of RAM, you're fine. I mean, you might want to throw a little bit extra in. It also depends how many clients you're going to be hitting the server at once. I can have up to probably 3 or 4 of the kids hitting it all at once. Plus, if the wife and I are watching something off of it as well. So I wanted to go with something fairly beefy to keep it, you know, moving along without any problems. So I was building this computer with my friends, or this printer with my friends today, and discovered that the X carriage had a layer shift in it, and I could not get the save config. Cool, that worked. And then we're gonna do heated bed, target 60, make it so. Alright, so now we're gonna have the bed do its thing. I mean, I would throw the 32 gigs in just because it's pretty cheap to get 32 gigs of RAM these days. It's not that bad. So it might be worthwhile. But yeah, so we got the whole extruder built here, and this doggone layer shift made it so it won't fit onto the IGES bearings. Yeah, and that fits on perfectly with this here. Oh yeah. Yep. A layer shift is all it takes. Tiny, tiny layer shift. So while I wait for the bed to PID tune, I am going to work on disassembling this hot end for their printer. Adam, no, it's not. For you, even my use case is not worth a cache drive. I do, and I've been using it for quite a long time. I do like it. Works out well. And this is my Saturday night stream. Can be anything. I mean, people want to ask questions about computers or any other kind of random stuff. By all means, ask away. This sucker's tight. I do need to prep a few other parts that I need to print as well tonight. Let's see if we can get this out now. Is my thing charged? I think it is. It is. Might drill these out after I do this. Ryan said, why do birds fly? Ryan, I don't even want to know what you're after here.
I think the bed does like 10 cycles, but it takes so much longer for the beds to do their heat cycles than anything else does. This is absurdly tight. The heck else is holding this thing on? There you go. Yeah, it's just those bolts there. Just do not want to go away. We got the other Shane here. How you doing? Okay. So now we can have the joyous hassle of pulling out the square nuts that we had to stick in here. Now this is why I need an arbor press. It'll make this so much easier. Although I kind of want to just say like screw it because I've got lots more of them. But I'm cheap and I try to save every single nut and bolt that I can. Okay, that should be better now. And we need some regular ones put into here. It's supper time, huh? We're on the 1, 2, 3. We're getting ready to go into the fourth tuning for the bed. I think it does 6 or 8. Just know it's a lot. Once we do this, I think that'll really be it for the work to do on this tonight. Not going to do input shaper or any of that thing tonight. That'll be another time, whether I stream that or not. I will tighten up the nozzle though once this is done with the bed calibration, and we'll get the nozzle nice and tight. We could try movement tonight, maybe make sure everything kind of moves the way it should. I have no idea if the cables are pinned the right way whatsoever, so if they're not, we'll definitely need to make some adjustments.
Sad Panda Express. I miss me some good Asian food.
Alright, so now we just need to put the square nuts in. Two. Three. And four.
I honestly can't even say the last time I've had Panda Express. It's been a few years. It's like when you're at the mall and you need something to eat.
Well, Adam, I can tell you the place to go for good, but I'll tell you this first off, you're on the wrong continent. We got JC Prince. How you doing? Make that a little bit easier. Sorry, that was probably really loud because again, the new non-RTX audio. So I apologize for that. I don't know if we will. Definitely be hitting me up some Chick-fil-A. That's kind of a guaranteed. Gotta get some Chick-fil-A. Told the kids to each pick like the one place that they want to eat to make sure that when we're home we can go to at least that one place and, you know, have a treat of that meal. My oldest said Chick-fil-A, and we're like, well, that's kind of a gimme that we're gonna go there. Don't really have to ask for that one. A glass building coming loose. You caught it? Oh my goodness. That's insane. I've never had a glass build plate come off my machine like that. We're not going to put that in there. Fine without it. That. This goes in here, this goes in here. Tighten down this part. First time, don't think the print head hit a clip. I mean, it could be that your clips were not like getting enough grip and your print head hit the print and had good adhesion to the bed and just pulled the whole thing off that way. I could potentially seeing something like that happening. As kind of scary as that sounds. I've had the El Cheapo flex sheets come off, now that I will say, from just poor magnets. Yeah, that is much, much better there. Ah, bed just finished. Save config with that. Outstanding. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to heat the hot end up all the way, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten down the nozzle, make sure that's good to go. I could see that, Adam. Definitely could see someone being like, what? What are you using those for? Yeah, I'm kind of away from the glass game. The only printer I still have that uses glass at all is the FT5. And once I do the conversion, I won't even have that anymore. Wait for this nozzle to heat up. All right, we're there now. Here, hold the heater block. Just like that. Stick the silicone heater back on there without burning my fingers, please. Ouch. That's hot. Oh, don't do that, Shane. Need to get that on the BLV and get it off the floor. Oh, ABS, yeah, blah. ABS slurry, the worst. That's in there, okay. Let's see, does our fan work? Oh yeah, nozzle fan works, that's good. Oh man. I think we can home this thing. I think. So now that that's on, we can turn off the hot end. Let that cool down now. And home X. That wasn't right. Restart. Restart firmware. Try home and Y. We've got wiring. Yeah, I'm gonna need to figure out the wiring on these. I do not think I want to do that on a stream because that's gonna take forever. But yeah, I don't think the pinout for the motors is correct right now, so I'm gonna need to put a what's called on them, a jumper, and then figure out my A loop and B loop, and then redo all of the cables for that. And it is daylight savings tonight, so when you guys go to bed and you wake up, you're an hour ahead. You're going to lose an hour tonight. So that'll be fun. Well, I think we came to the accomplishment for the night was to get Klipper on here. I got the new parts on this hot end, so this is good to go now. Actually, I'm going to tighten this down while I'm sitting here. And yeah, I think that's going to be good enough for right now. Oh, Aaron, I forgot to, when I did the firmware, I did the make menu config, I unchecked the SmoothieWare bootloader, which you have to have the SmoothieWare bootloader to make these work. So that was the fix in order to get it working. Simple thing, but it just took a minute to figure that out. But yeah, I will work on this probably a bit tomorrow, get my motors running properly. And maybe Monday. Monday night, what we'll do is Monday night will be the Klipper screen on this machine. So I have the mount already, the screen already mounted, good to go. We did that early in the stream tonight. So we'll be able to get this, I'll install this on the front, we'll run the cable to the Pi, and hopefully it will work out much easier than it did the other night. Probably we'll go ahead and run the download for Klipper screen before the stream. That did take about a half an hour, 20 minutes I'd say, and I kind of don't want to kill that much time in the stream. And also we had those failures last time, so I kind of want to try it out, make sure it's not going to fail on me, and then go from there. This battery's about to die. I'll switch that out tonight. So yeah, thank you guys. So Adam's asking real quick, where do I source my V6 clones? The best ones I have gotten so far are from Triangle Labs. They come in a little kit like this. So I believe these are the Triangle Lab ones here, and these are the best. They come with the, they're the most up to date as well. You can get all metal or PTFE lined, which I do PTFE line for most of my printers. It comes with a standard V6 heat block, not like the shorter clone one. It comes with a sock, good heat sink, decent nozzle, honestly indistinguishable to the, I think they have the same ones as E3D. They use the same, now this is just labeled 0.4. But yeah, I mean, the quality of them is good. They've got good heaters, good thermistors as well for them. I've had good luck with them on many ones. This is running the Hermera. This is an original Hermera, so it is a legit E3D product. But yeah, guys, any more questions, make sure to go below and hit up the Discord link. Join us on there if you want to hang out, talk shop, things like that. If you guys want to support the channel, help me build these crazy machines, you can go down below. There's one-time donation links, there's Patreon, there's affiliate links. Every single one of those, all the income I get from them, I use that to build my shop, to cameras, lighting, building machines, and mostly what I put the money towards. So I thank you everybody for tuning in and helping out in those ways.